Hey everyone, this is Dennis, aka Corvette Rockstar over at Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac. I am coming to you so you can go ahead and grab the Corvette enthusiast in your family. If that's your dad, if that's your grandfather, if that's you, you might want to hang tight and take a look at Les Stanford Chevrolet's inventory right now. I'm going to take a walk in here. These are Legends, and although I get trade-ins all the time, it's very unlikely and uncommon that I get very specific, classic, and iconic Corvettes that I happen to have right now. And I'm going to start right here. This is a Corvette powered by a 427 C6 Corvette with 505 horsepower. Why is it relevant? Well, because this is actually one of my personal favorite cars on the planet. C6 Corvette was iconic alone by itself when it was just a base model. This, being the Z06, came with the very unique engine of the 427. It was the first Corvette that has an all aluminum frame and wide body. So she's fast, she's very fun to drive. Some might even say hard to drive because of all the low end torque in this car. Only came in a manual transmission. The top, although it looks like it's removable like all the other C6 generations, it in fact is not. It is a solid piece because GM's engineers wanted that to be one piece so the car's chassis wouldn't twist when underneath full accel. But take a look at these beauties they have in here. So this C6 Corvette, love it. And of course, every car I'm showing you is for sale. Next, right next to it, the C8 Corvette. So this car is another game changer. On an all aluminum frame C8. This one in particular is a non-Z51, which means it doesn't have the track pack, but the owners that bought this car, trust me, they didn't care. It was so fantastic, and the performance is just blow you away. 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, powered by an LT2, which was the upgraded engine of the LT1 from the previous C7 Corvette. Has 495 horsepower. That brought this thing to 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, which is just an absolute rocket ship. As a matter of fact, the C7 ZR1 has a very similar 0 to 60 time with nearly 755 horsepower. So if that's not enough for you, here's the upgraded version of that. C8 Z51 in a very iconic rapid blue. Same engine, same aesthetics, except you have more powerful brakes, you have better cooling, you have more heat exchangers. It's a more capable car. Now this one is a coupe, so the coupe is going to show off the engine, which is that very same LT2, 495 horsepower. And you guessed it, the same 0 to 60. Now this car actually has a little stronger 0 to 60 due to it being a coupe, but it really comes down to conditions and rider between this car and this car being the convertible. But let's move on to my next iconic beauty in the showroom, and it's going to be this 2023 Corvette Z06. This is considered the top of the Z06 food chain. This has the C7R package, which in fact is the carbon ceramic brakes, carbon fiber wheels, carbon fiber aero. We are talking the pinnacle of the Z06. This is powered by an LT5. LT6. LT6 is got 670 horsepower, and it's a flat plane crank engine. So we're talking about a completely different way of thinking and design of an engine. Much more like your Ferrari and your Lamborghini, high revving, fantastic, and I happen to have it in the same company as these monsters here. But wait, there's more. Look at this interior. Look at this carbon. Next, you know what? We're going to leave this for last. This one here, Corvette Z06. Now you're powered by an LT4 supercharged 650 horsepower Z06. Another game changer. This is where we were pushing the limits of both horsepower and capabilities in a car that was actually able to be a convertible. Okay, the convertible top was not available in the C6 Z06 because it had too much power, too much torque when twisting and driving the car under high RPMs. This car, not so much. With the all one-piece aluminum frame, it allowed it to be a lot more rigid on the track, even though it had a convertible top. So there it is. So this does have aftermarket wheels on it, and they're fantastic. But it's incredible to me that all these cars happen to come in on trade all at this time and be available in the wintertime like this. So there is your C7 Z06, and then this is the pinnacle. This is the C7 ZR1. So now there's your LT5 engine. We are talking about an actual carbon fiber top to the engine. This is not a piece. This is actually carbon fiber that's on top of this car. ZR1 is an icon. It is 755 horsepower, and it is the single most highest top speed car in the room at 215 plus miles an hour. You can actually watch it. I believe Jay Leno and John Hennessy and several other YouTubers have taken this car to its limits, and you can see that. But oh my gosh, this is what is just what most people dream of right here. This car was selling at $200,000 plus less than 2 months ago. Sorry, 10 months ago. And it has since come down dramatically. Matter of fact, a lot of the prices of these cars have all come south, which is a good thing, but take advantage of it now. This coming spring, we may see a completely different environment. Typically when the sun comes out and the winter disappears, these cars do tend to go in that direction. So if you've been thinking about it, especially on the higher end of things like the ones that I have here, come see me. Come see me now. We can get together and talk about what that might look like for you. But pretty iconic. Aside from not having a C6 ZR1 here in the showroom to show you, these are a few of my favorite Corvettes all in one area. I'll go ahead and kind of give you a little rundown of which one I'd drive first to least if I had to pick right now. So even though I know this one will hold its value stronger, being the ZR1, and it is the highest horsepower car in the room, it would be a hard decision for me to walk away from this one. The C8 ZR1 is a Z06 is just absolutely fabulous in its own right, and the looks and the way that it's modern with the large spoiler and the extra carbon fiber and the aero, to me, this is going to be number one. This is what I want to be seeing in. This is what I want to drive right now. So this is going to be number one. Easily, number two is going to be, of course, the ZR1 for obvious reasons. ZR1, C7. Once again, from a collector's standpoint, this is the first one you want to pull the trigger on. It's going to hold its value, or even better, it's going to go north in price, opposed to south over the coming years. It is the last front engine powerhouse Corvette. So that would definitely be my second choice. My third choice might surprise you. Over the C7 Z06, I would much prefer the C6 Z06. This car, if you haven't ever driven one, it is like a barbaric machine. It's like your grandfather that shook your hand and almost broke your hand off. That's this car. This is old school power that's just hard to explain. It is when both electronics and American muscle car both kind of met, and this was the pinnacle of that machine. If you ever driven a modern Dodge Viper with a lot of low-end torque, kind of hard to drive but unbelievably fun, that's this car. Very, very similar kind of way of thinking, but this would easily be my number three. Number four is, I'm going to take you all the way back to the Z06. Red Corvette Z06, powered by an LT4, supercharged, 650 horsepower. It is an absolute thrill to drive. Love the mid power in this car. Like once you get rolling and you're already doing, close your ears everybody, when you're doing 100 plus miles an hour and then you really lay into this car, it seems like it still wants to keep giving. It is fantastic. The supercharger was great in this car, and it's highly modifiable, so you want a little more, you can get it. But this would be my number four. Number five, gonna have to go here. Rapid Blue Z51 C8 Corvette Coupe. would have to be my very next car, being that it has the track pack and a unique color. If you watch supercars over the years, you know that this car comes in available. This color comes available in several supercars, like the Porsche 911 GT3 RS and the Lamborghini Aventador SV. They both offer a similar color, so this to me is a little special in its own way. Last but not least, this C8 in this beautiful dark purple, dark gray wheels, tinted out windows. Can't imagine this not being an attention getter anywhere you go. This one is in fact a convertible, so you just hit the button, the top comes down, and there you have it. But here's my special cars that I have here in the middle of winter. And every single thing I just showed you is for sale. I did this all in one take, so if I mess anything up, let me know. But any questions at all, you know where to come see me. Corvette Rockstar, West Stanford Chevrolet in Dearborn, Michigan. I want everyone to have a Merry Christmas, and perhaps I'll see you soon in the showroom to take a look at these very unique and beautiful Corvettes that are special in each and every one of their own way. Reach out to me, but I hope to see you soon.